how did you get involved with this show, and how did you land the role of Bloom?
So I was filming for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I was up in Vancouver. Actually, I was on my way up, I think. But I got the script and I went on the audition, and I read the script and I fell in love. I just really loved the whole element of 5 female leads that are just badasses, and I always love a magical element to things. So I really connected with it. And then I went into the audition room right before my flight to Vancouver. So I had this, I was going to be gone for, I think, 3 months. So I had this giant suitcase, and I just kind of stumbled into the audition room because I was Ubering to my audition and then to the airport. So it was so awkward. I went in and everyone was just silently sitting there, and I wanted to explain myself, but I couldn't because people were getting into character and stuff. And so I was convinced I would never be invited back because I caused a scene. And I think people literally thought that I was bringing a prop, like Bloom arriving to Althea. I don't, but yeah, so that was my first audition. And then clearly shocked to be invited back. I think I went for 2 more auditions, and then my last audition I did it was in the room, but I did it with Skype, or through Skype, with our director and then our showrunner Brian, and and then I found out, I think, 3 days later, and then had to fly out to Ireland 2 weeks after. Yeah,
that is awesome. And I feel like every single story about somebody landing their role, and it seems lately it's Netflix, and they're like, I went into the audition and I totally messed it up, and I thought nobody would call me back, and I screwed up the entire audition, and then I got it. And it's always just a feel good story.
Yeah, it kind of, I feel like it's when you let it go, I think, at least as an actor, when you just are or maybe it's just the law of attraction, or I don't know if that is the law of attraction, or just when you let something go.
You manifest it, and then you let it go, and then apparently then it comes back to you.
It comes back.
The whole thing, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but the idea, the idea of I think that is a pattern for sure with a lot of people with getting roles. They're I didn't think I would get it, or I kind of just was I let it go, whatever. But I think that's definitely what happened. I walked out of that audition room going, okay, well, I'm never going to get it back there again. So I think I don't know.
Yeah, that makes it so much better. And you were said right off the bat, you were on the plane just a few days later to film in Ireland. So you guys, did you film this whole show in Ireland? How was that? What was the set like?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was so beautiful. Yeah, we did. We filmed all of it in Ireland for 3 or 4 months straight. It was freezing because it was in the winter time. So that was a lot. I'm from Florida, so I've seen snow twice in my life too. So I rarely ever went in cold weather. But yeah, it was amazing. It was the most beautiful scenery, the most amazing locations. We filmed in when we would be on location outside of the studio, it was just these rolling hills and green, oh my gosh, I miss it. It's the most beautiful country ever.
I would love to go to Ireland. That sounds amazing.
I would love to go anywhere.
Filming, you did Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which must have been awesome. But this show, you're the star. This is your show. Obviously there are many other parts, but you are the star of the show. And for it to be you're going to Ireland, you're filming the whole thing there, must have been such a surreal, awesome feeling.
It was well, it didn't feel real, first off. It was everything I feel like I could have asked for in life. It was the weirdest, I don't know, a dream moment. Because I had always dreamt of, I had this thing growing up, and still for some reason, but it's just weird. But I always want to run through a big green field. It was always my dream in life. And it had to be the perfect green field. Mm-hmm. But I always wanted to go to Ireland because I knew they had great green fields and I wanted to run through it. And so when I found out, I was like, oh my God, this is my moment to run through so many green fields.
Did you do it?
I did. I literally have like a video compilation of me running through like every field on set. It was amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah. It was, and on top of it, to be able to like do what you love in the most beautiful environment and just with amazing people. And I don't know, it never feels like work for me, but it's just like a crazy, feeling. It's amazing.
How did the cast get along? Like, did you know any of your other castmates before you got out to Ireland, or was it like you guys all met in Ireland?
We met in Ireland. Yeah,
wow.
It was crazy. I remember on my flight, I got a picture because they were already there. They had been there for like a few days. I was the last to arrive, but I remember I think I still have this photo, but like they sent a picture, the 4 girls sent to me, and they're like, can't wait to meet you. And it eased my nerves so much, like coming into a new environment. And it was just, honestly, it was like the minute we met, we just hit it off, and it was like we had known each other forever. It was just a weird, kind of a meant to be moment, I feel like, because it's not always you get that kind of chemistry within a cast.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, you're all in Ireland, you got this awesome show, so the vibes are just right. It's like we're just destined to become best friends at this point.
It's true. No, it is. We were all just like in a dream. We felt like we were in a dream world, just like all living life. It was great. Yeah. And they're amazing. They're just awesome girls, truly. The whole cast. I mean, amazing people.